Hello, my name is Olivia Romer. I am a Sage 300 Construction and Real Estate Certified Consultant at TAG, a premier Sage partner for construction software with offices located throughout Southern California. Today I'm going to show you how to manage your subcontracts and purchase orders in Sage 300 Construction and Real Estate. Let's get started. Within the Sage 300 Construction and Real Estate desktop, I'm going to pick the Project Management module. Underneath Contract Control, I'm going to pick Commitments. Within Commitments, I can create either purchase orders or subcontract agreements. Let's see an example of both. This is an example of a purchase order. This purchase order is with Ford Metals, and it's for structural metal and rebar. As you notice here, it is only for one particular project, but the material is going to multiple cost codes within that project. Because this is a material purchase order, I have the units, the cost per unit, and the total pre-tax amount. Each of these units are different. Some are tons, some are each, some are square foot. Based on my job settings, I can have sales tax calculated if necessary. If I needed the materials to be delivered to a different address, I could put that information here. I can also enter a scope of work. I can also keep track of the vendor's insurance certificates. If I needed to, I can add inclusions and exclusions to this purchase order. Now let's take a look at an example of a subcontract. I've pulled up the subcontract agreement I have with Sorrento Interiors. It's for some interior office wall finishes, artwork, curtains, paint, and wall coverings. As you notice here, these particular items are for one project, but they're going to multiple cost codes and different categories. Here I have them under category S for subcontractor because they're doing the installation for these particular items. Here for category M for materials, they're just providing these particular items for me, but not installing them. As you notice here, I've entered the amount of retention that I'm going to be holding on this particular subcontract agreement. If there are any secondary vendors on this particular agreement, I can add them here and their relationship to my prime subcontractor and any other secondary vendors they might have on the project, whether or not I need to create lien waivers for them, whether they require certified reports, and whether or not they need to receive a joint check. Once I've received a preliminary notice from my subcontractor, I can enter into that information here. The system will automatically start to generate conditional and unconditional progress lien waivers for my primary and secondary vendors. Now I'm going to go to the document designer. As you notice, I have a few templates that are already been set up. If I want to create a new template, I click here on the new template button. I'm going to pick the standard subcontractor document. As you can see here, the system opened up Microsoft Word. Within Word, I have my subcontract template. It's pulling all the information that I entered within Sage 300 Construction and Real Estate. This form can be modified, and I can choose any field within Sage 300 Construction and Real Estate to be displayed on my template. And because this is a Word document, I can easily add items like logos or legalese. With Sage 300 Construction and Real Estate, I get the reporting that I need. As you can see, our subcontract is here for Sorrento Interiors, and it shows me each of the particular line items on that subcontract. It shows me the original amount, if there were any pending or approved change orders on those particular items, and the revised amount. It also shows me how much has been invoiced against these particular items, how much retainage I'm holding, and whether or not I've issued payment. Entering accounts payable invoices against subcontracts and purchase orders are a breeze in Sage 300 Construction and Real Estate. All I do is pick the vendor, and it automatically pulls a list of the subcontract and purchase orders that I have. This is the one that this invoice is for. I'm going to select it here. As you notice, it displays all the different line items within that subcontract agreement. Well, this one is for artwork, so I'm going to pick that line item here. Notice how it displays a warning that they have 9 lien waivers that are out of compliance. I can hit the details button to get more information. I can hit the compliance management button if I did receive these lien waivers and want to mark them as checked, or based on my security settings, I can choose to ignore. As you notice here, it's pulled the job, cost code, category, and GL information directly from my subcontract agreement. They're trying to invoice me for more than the amount of this line item. As you see down here at the bottom, they've already invoiced me $1,500 against this line item. So I can do one of two things. either contact the vendor and let them know that they've sent me a duplicate invoice, or this might be related to a change order that has not been entered yet. Based on my security settings, I would either have to enter in a change order to increase the amount of the line item, or I can hit OK. Notice how it automatically calculates the tax and holds retainage on this particular line item. If I needed to issue a joint check, I could come here and hit the joint button. Then I could pick the particular individual here from the list. Have Sage 300 Construction and Real Estate automatically send a report like the one displayed. This gives them all the outstanding information that you need from this particular vendor. Here it displays their vendor information, any lien waivers that are outstanding, and any secondary vendors. By having the system automatically send this report to your vendors, you're able to communicate all the information that you need prior to releasing payment. Using Sage 300 Construction and Real Estate to manage your subcontracts and purchase orders is a breeze. Want to learn more about Sage 300 Construction and Real Estate? Visit our website at www.teamtag.net or email us at sales@teamtag.net. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel.